This would be February 17th, 2019. I was sitting here listening to this morning and being real chill and meditative as I was waking up, and I just started to have some coffee and was feeling pretty relaxed and grateful and thankful for a warm place and the ability to be able to maintain a warm place around me, that kind of thing. So I thank God every day when I try to be aware of it. I try to be aware of it every morning, and not just in the morning, but just be mindful to be thankful. And I am. I'm thankful that I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I'm thankful that my prayers that I have been praying for years have been answered for me. In so many ways. It's incredible. In so many ways. I mean, seriously, I prayed to see what I couldn't see in the dark. And I began praying that prayer probably September or October of 2014. Something I could feel, but I couldn't see. And I could see all around me, with my eyes, my human eyes, but I know I can't see nearly everything that's around me because my eyeballs won't perceive it. You know what I mean? So I wanted to know what else was there, the dark matter stuff maybe or whatever. I just wanted to know. I was curious. I wanted to see what was in the dark, and maybe that wasn't absolutely a correct prayer to begin with. I wanted to see what was in the dark, but I wanted to light up the darkness and expose it. It was more along the lines, and I kind of honed that down because I saw some of the stuff that was in the dark, and it's, but you kind of, I think in a way I sort of started there because a lot of what was in the dark was me, to be honest. You got to find those parts that are really messed up and for whatever reason, left behind. They weren't meant to be gone forever. But anyway, that's a different story. But I'd been praying, that I would be able to see. And wow. I mean, look at all the different ways I've seen. I've been presented with a million different ways to see the truth that I was surrounded in. And it's right in front of my face. This place is not where I came from, and I recognized a big difference. I began recognizing that big difference probably way back as soon as 2014. I really began noticing it more in 2015 because I was becoming more aware of it. Just not so much product changes or anything like that. I hadn't gotten that far yet. I didn't know there was a thing called a Mandela effect. I just knew that energy around me with people was askew, I guess. It's just, it's not quite right. Didn't feel right. Out of phase, out of phase. It's like you couldn't quite tune in the radio to the same frequency anymore, and that's what it felt like. I remember thinking that's what it feels like. And why is everybody out of tune? But it wasn't everybody. It was me. It was just me, readjusting to the honest-to-God truth that was right in front of me. And it was being shown. It was being shown over and over and over again. I was being shown, hey, look, this is how your spirit detects things. This is how you discern things. This is how you detect lies. Before I could do all that, I lost a soul piece. A part of me tried to be something that someone else wanted me to be. And I lost a soul piece because I couldn't be that person. I couldn't be that thing that someone else wanted me to be. And I rebelled, and I guess in some ways I dug in my feet, and a part of me stayed behind. And I told it to. I told it to just wait. I'd come back and get it. But I remember that in so many different ways. I remember doing that almost like a mantra in a way, because it was like I just kept saying it over and over in my mind. And then all of a sudden, things were different. That part was gone. I was like a little more smoothly with the flow, it seemed. Not my flow, but everyone else's. And I don't know if that's what that is. Is that my part of my realization of the Mandela effect? I don't know. I really don't know, but I'd been praying to see through this stuff, and damn, I mean, the Mandela effect kind of pokes a bunch of holes in the veil, doesn't it? During that time, I was given a Black Panther spirit animal. Okay, I'm conservative Baptist upbringing, to have a spirit animal show up like that and then talk to me was pretty incredible. That's a long story, and already I've probably jumped into crazy with some people right there, but it doesn't really matter. It is what I'm observing, and what I'm observing here in this realm that I didn't come from is pretty freaking crazy. This realm is nuts. What's going on here? That's what I want to know. I mean, look at the world, for crying out loud. Look at do you guys feel the energy? The energy? It's pretty edgy. It's pretty edgy, and it's scary how easy it could flip right now. And it's been that way for a while. I've been picking up on that for a long, long time. People are kind of like there's a watershed moment happening. That's what's happening. The top of the mountain. There's a watershed moment. This is my microphone. What are these? Game Boy or something? PlayStation. This shows you what I know. PlayStation headphones. We're at a watershed moment, and some are going this way and some are going this way. This is the tares and the wheat, I believe, and I think some of us can see it, and some of us aren't ever going to see it, because some of us aren't wheat. And I think we're starting to see who we are. We need to pray, seriously, that we'll be steered through this craziness that's happening in this place, because it's imploding here. It's like getting crazy, and I don't want it to be that way. I mean, so we're here for a reason, obviously. We're here for a reason right now. It is in this weird place. It seems all out of phase. But here we are. And so I don't know, to me now, more than whether or not this has happened, I mean, it's obvious it's happened. Why has it happened, and what am I supposed to be doing? Well, it's kind of a kick in the seat of the pants in a way. I mean, what's the real thing happening here? I see what's happening in my life. I prayed to the Creator, and the Creator answered my prayers. I mean, seriously, I saw it happen. Look at this crazy stuff going on in this place, though. I mean, it's sort of like asking the genie for something and then not wording it just right. It's something completely different than you expected, but this is a foreign land, and I don't know, man. I'm not even sure my sensors work correctly here. But I think that, I don't feel like I'm feeling around in the dark anymore. Yeah, so I'm kind of glad I brought the light with me. It takes a lot to keep the light on, and that's the main thing that I really want to work on right now, is keeping the light on so we can see here. Because it's kind of dark in this realm compared to the one we came from. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about that negative stuff, but I see the difference. I see what's going on here, And I see that people are definitely making choices, and this world is about to change very abruptly. These things that are happening, I firmly believe, are birth pains. And you know what happens after the birth pains? There's a birth. So what are we birthing here in this place right now? I think we can have some impact on that. We're supposed to. I think that's why we're here, right? I don't know. I've kind of gotten that far with it. Have a good one.